Alright, we're here with the update on the mushrooms. And we did all the plug spawns in them. He's been resting for a few months now, but you see they're starting to get mold out on the ends. Not all of them, it's not completely covered yet, but they're getting there. Down here's the reishi mushrooms. Mold's starting to come out. Don't see too much on these, the pearl oyster mushrooms. And this one got pretty wet with the sheet we had on it. You can see it started growing them, but they must have like rotted since they were covered up. So, and we also had some of that happen with the shiitakes over here. We had these sheets on it, holding moisture and keep the sunlight off. This here sprouting out through the bark. These are just about ready to go stand up on end. You see the mold coming out through. That one's real good right there. It's starting to come out the ends. Okay, check the other side. Good spots over here. You know, that started sprouting mushrooms too. So I think they're about good and ready to go. At least close enough. Even looking some like, there we go. And they should get scraped off now. Some of these ones the wax got knocked off of, but you can still see the mold growing pretty good on them. There's one. Just molded up real nice around it, so everything's look pretty good. So we're gonna get these stacking over here. It's pretty moist against that that log there, and the bottom's pretty moist, so the one end will be down in that. Should wick up plenty of water to have them growing good. Well, here's the next part of the update. We got these skids here emptied, and all these along here are shiitakes, and the first three in the break there are the reishi mushrooms, and then the last three are pearl oyster mushrooms. You can see we put logs along the back there, and we put a rock in there to help hold up the log on the other side. Just heard something behind me. I had to look quick. Tons of rattlesnakes, copperheads here, and bear. Make sure I'm doing all right. Anyway, you see that log running between them. And there we go. This here is pretty wet area. You can see all the mud and muck walking through here. Hopefully, with all this slop always being wet, hopefully that'll wick up to the bottom of them, keep a good bit of moisture to them, and hopefully they grow good. But looks like we're gonna have a whole bunch of shiitakes. They might be a little close together. The shiitake ones really like running out of room. Probably like to have more space like this, but we'll see when they start growing and stuff, and be able to mess with them then. That's how they're laid out. Tilt them back a little bit on an angle on the side of the hill here. Come back to the end. So a nice big lineup of mushroom logs, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, there's our mushroom farm. Anyway, for now. So we're working out. It's our first time doing this, so hopefully it goes well. If not, oh well. But we put a lot of work into this and a good bit of money. It's not too expensive to do a few logs. Normally people just do like 3 or 4 logs to have a couple like that, just for their own use, and you still, after a second year or so, you can start getting more mushrooms than you can use just around your house. But we want that big 1,000 bag plus the 100 that came in the little kit with the other 2 there. So with the 1,000 bag, we got all these logs inoculated. But there's the update on that, and as soon as something else happens, we'll have another update.